Yo guys, what's good? It's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Alright, I was a little bit scared that I wasn't going to be able to record this, because for some reason my iPad was acting up, and it just refused to read the Elgato, so I don't know how I ended up getting it to work after like 3 hours of troubleshooting, but I was able to get it to work. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to go ahead and do a showcase of my Aether Raids defense team for this season. Now, it is, of course, the brand new update for Aether Raids. So that means people are able to run 6 units on their raiding party. And I think from this point on, it's going to be very important that you actually have the defense mythics. Because first of all, if you have the bonus mythic, right now it's Duma. He's going to automatically just reduce any lift loss you take by 20 points. So that's just very good, especially after they raised the maximum lift loss up to 100. And also, another thing is that you're going to want to have double mythics at all times just to reduce the lift loss you take. And I currently have a possible minus 35, which isn't too bad. I think I only took 1 full loss the entire season. Yep. Yeah, and then there's a minus 15, but we did get 1 KO there. Yeah, so here's another thing. So if you take a KO on offense, it's not going to affect your score. But if you do take that KO, the opponent that you're fighting is still going to lose less lift overall. So I kind of like that in regards to defense. But of course on offense, it's just totally brain dead. So losing a unit for free is just way too good for offense. But at least defense does get something out of it anyway. Okay, so anyways, if we go ahead and take a look at my team here, this is the basic strategy that I'm using. We have Budding Bow on 3 of my cavalry units. Budding Bow is just super cheap because it gives you the impact effect. So unless the foes have null follow-up, they're not going to be able to double attack. And I mean, even if they do have null follow-up, look how fast these bow units are. I've got Darting Blow on Lyn, and then Swift Sparrow on Rolf, and Speed and Res Solo on Claude. And then they all have Attack and Speed Push 4, and then Lull Speed. So it's going to be very hard for units to actually double attack my cavalry units, regardless of them having null follow-up or not. And of course, we have the Infantry School and the Bright Shrine, just to inflict some further debuffs. Now, before I actually finished the season, I had the Healing Tower there over the Duo's Hindrance. But then I noticed, I was like, okay, I have Sigurd on this team, so why not? I might as well just go ahead and put Duo's Hindrance in there, just to give Duo Lyn a harder time. Or, yeah, isn't it Duo Lyn? It's not a harmonized Lyn. Yeah, okay, for a second there I blanked out. It is Duo Lyn. Also, Micaiah, she's not going to be able to inflict dominance and possibly allow units to get one-hit KOs on my Budding Bow units. The real goal here is that I'm going to attack the foes with Budding Bow. I'm going to get very low on HP, especially after I take the chip from Attack and Speed Push. And then I'm going to be able to Wings of Mercy in with my other units. So it's like a trap within a trap, basically. Very nasty defense team, and of course that's why it did relatively well for the first season where we had to combat 6-unit offenses. And another thing I want to bring up is that the good thing about Cav lines now is that, of course, the foes have access to that extra team slot, so they can possibly deploy up to 6 units on the bottom row. But that's only better for Cav lines, because that just means 1 extra unit that you can attack right on turn 1. And if the foes have 6 structures as well placed on the bottom, it's going to be really hard for them to get out of the way and avoid taking a hit from a unit that they don't want to take a hit from. So, pretty good stuff. And I guess that's really all there is to it. It's not too much different from the other defense team that I showcased previously. So let's just go ahead and take a look at some replays, and I'll try to give you guys a bit of a play-by-play. Okay, so our first defense, we have a success with 5 KOs. Alright, so this guy, of course, he's got Reginn, and he's not going for Gale Force. He kept her default special. We have Brave Edelgard. We've got a Brave Lucina at +2. And we got a Legendary Ike at +8. Oh, okay. And then Altina and Duo Micaiah. Alright, so like I said, I didn't have Duo's Hindrance set up just yet, because silly me just completely forgot. Oh, I have Sigurd, so I could run that structure if I wanted to. And there's not really a point in having the healing tower on this team anyway, because the Bolt Tower needs to work on turn 3, and pretty much all the action here is going to start on turn 1. Because look, this guy has 6 structures on the bottom, and then he has 6 units as well. So this is nowhere for him to get out of the way. So let's see what he does. Alright, he's basically just trapped like a lab rat here. Alright, and Ike goes down because we have, of course, the infantry school. And then we're free to just Wings of Mercy in with Mirabilis and go for the dance. And then we can Wings of Mercy in with Sigurd as well. Yo, Duo Sigurd is so nasty. Like, when you take into account attack and res... What is it? Attack and res bond. And then his weapon as well. This guy hits like a freaking train. For a dancer, it's pretty awesome. So, I just like having this guy. Also, I have Gold Cavalry on basically all of my cavalry units except for Claude. This Claude I built up in Hall of Forms, of course. So I was able to get some pretty good stuff on him, like Deadeye and then Joint Drive Attack. So pretty good. Alright, and here comes the Duo skill from Micaiah. Not really sure how much that's going to help him out here, but I guess okay. Oh man, Duma just, wow, okay. Duma just came out of nowhere with that KO there. I was not expecting him to survive Altina's Twin Blades, but okay. Alright, yeah, this is pretty tough. If I was this guy, I'd like surrender at this point. Well, I would have probably surrendered after turn 1 when I lost more than 1 unit. But sometimes they like to keep going. Like this guy here, I got 4 KOs on his team, but he still took the win for some reason. Alright, let's see what he's got. Alright, we got Plumeria, we got a +3 Veronica. Okay, we got Leaf. Interesting. So, maybe he's trying to do like some kind of hit and run tactic with his Gale Force thing. Alright, we got a +3 Duma. Oh, we got a +10 Jenny. Wow, okay. This guy must really like Jenny to build her up like that. And then we have Reginn. Alright, let's see what he does. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought he'd do. Just go in swinging right away with Legendary Leaf. But I don't really think that's going to help him too much. Maybe if he had Vantage on Leaf, but I don't know why he overextended with Veronica there, because she's just a perfect target for my bow unit. Yeah, and then we just clap Legendary Leaf right there. Oh, wow. I didn't even know Mirabilis could survive Reginn like that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, and then, I mean, good job attacking Mirabilis and giving her access to her special so we could just go ahead and bop Duma like that. That was probably a misplay on his part. But, like, regardless, this guy, he probably should have just surrendered at this point. I don't know why he decided to go for the win, but I guess some people just don't like to lose, huh? Yeah, there's like no point in continuing this. He's just gonna dance around probably and break the pots and then finish off Duma later. Alright, let's move on. Okay, this fight here, I was actually doing the fishing tactic to try and get some rematches. I don't really think there's any point in doing the fishing tactic anymore. Because there's like no point. Offense is so brain dead now that it doesn't even matter. Like, no matter how good a defense team is, I feel like there's just always going to be a way. So, I'm not going to bother doing the rematch thing anymore. Okay, so here is a lift-loss match. Let's see what happened here. So, I only managed to get 1 KO on this guy's team. Alright, but once again, though, he has 6 structures on the bottom and then 6 units deployed. So, as if Cav lines needed any more of a reason to see play. Well, here it is. Okay, once again, this guy, he's not running Gale Force on Reginn. Alright, we got a +1 Altino with Wings of Mercy. Oh, okay, well, I can tell you right now, this is probably why we lost. A +10 Leon with attack and defense unity. Like, the only bad thing on Leon's base kit is his ace skill. He comes with bonus doubler, which you really don't want to have. So, going for literally anything else in the ace slot is going to be good for him. And we got also a +1 Duo Ephraim. Okay. Yeah, he's probably just going to park Leon somewhere and then try to face tank my entire team. Yeah, oh, you know what I should honestly do? I have my Bolt Trap over here in front of Rolf. It's probably better to just put it over here. Because if they're going to try to bait me, that's probably the spot they're going to do it from. And if I just clap them with the Bolt Trap and they take 40 damage, then it's going to be easier for me to actually go ahead and get the KO on their bait unit. So I might have to consider that. It's not like they have any ways of actually approaching my team on turn 1. Because, of course, Spring Breeze has the wall there and the fortress. And then I have all of my 3 houses flags there, and there's a wall there, or a breakable wall there. So it's very hard to actually approach a Cav line like this and actually like do some Gale Force or hit and run tactics. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to move the Bolt Trap where Leon is after this. Maybe put the fake one on that spot as well, or maybe over here, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, looking back now, that's probably a better idea. Alright, but he has Altina as a sitting duck, basically, so we can just bop her with Lyn. Yeah, so Sigurd is able to survive Leon, but yeah, we're just gonna fall like flies to this guy. Effective against colorless is just pretty nasty against Cav lines. Yeah, we're pretty much done here. We can go ahead and skip the fight. I only got that 1 KO on Altina. But that stresses the point that I was trying to bring up with these Cav lines, is that if the foes are going to have 6 units deployed, it just makes it 1 more unit easier for us to actually go ahead and KO somebody on turn 1. So that was the strategy, and it came into play there. Alright, this time we got 6 foes defeated. So we actually got a full party wipe on this guy. Alright, he's got Naga, Brave Edelgard, Plumeria. We got a +1. Wow, quick repost Altito. Okay, you don't see that too often. We got Duo Alphonse, and then we got Reginn. Once again, without Gale Force. I'm surprised no one is really running Gale, or at least none of the people that have fought my team are trying Gale Force Reginn. But then again, I mean, it's hard to argue with her special anyway, because it's just a free 15 damage and then adaptive damage as well. And it's ready from turn 1. So, yeah, it's not like her own special is bad. I just think Gale Force with Canto is a little bit disgusting. Alright, but let's see what this guy does. Alright, so he starts off with the Duo skill. That's not going to be possible against my new team because I have the Duo's hindrance on it. Alright, Altina gets killed in 1 shot. And then we're free to dance and do some shenanigans here. Yeah, oh my god. The Wings of Mercy thing with these budding bow units is just really cheap. Yeah, so look at how bad of a position he's in right here. There's not really much he can do. So I kind of get why this was a full team wipe. Yeah, oh man, Sigurd just bopped Edelgard too. Okay, yeah, that's pretty nasty. I feel bad for that guy. Alright, next up we have this guy here, Czar. I actually did a rematch against him because I looked at his unit. And this Harid didn't look very dangerous at all, so I decided to rematch this guy, and I got the win. Alright, let's see what he's got. Alright, finally, we have Gale Force on Reginn at last. Alright, +2 merges. We got a +10 Dragon's Ire Myrrh. Okay, yeah. Dragon's Ire is very good on Myrrh. And it's basically just quick repost with null follow-up, sort of. Basically half of null follow-up. So, I'm not going to be able to wreck this Myrrh with my budding bow. Alright, we got Plumeria. We got a +7 attack and defense Rain Altina. Okay, that's pretty good. Another Fallen Leon, this one at +5. And then we have a Bride Fiorm at +10. Yeah, is it safe to say this guy is a whale? I don't know, maybe he just builds his favorites, because he doesn't necessarily have merges. Well, okay, I guess he's got +7 Altina. I was going to say he doesn't really have his mythics merged up, but he does. Okay, let's see what he does. Alright, so he's trying to bait me with Leon and Myrrh. But of course, we have that budding bow, so it's pretty tough to actually one-round KO these bow units. Unless you have something, like, really crazy. So yeah, we were still able to get the KO there. And then we also got the KO on Fiorm. Yeah, so 2 KOs, and then we have the bonus defense mythics, so we pretty much just tanked any lift loss we were going to take from that. Yeah, but at this point, Altina is just going to wreck shop. Yeah, there's no point in playing any further this replay, because, I mean, Duma is just a sitting duck now. Alright, but still, we managed to get 3 KOs there, so that's very good. Yeah, I believe you need... Well, because my team, I have a maximum lift loss reduction of 35. I believe I only need to get 2 KOs to completely negate any lift loss. And I have 4 merges on Mirabilis, so instead of taking the full -40, I'm taking the -35. And I have 1 merge on Duma as well. So if I didn't have any merges on either of my mythics, it would be a full -40. Which is still negated by 2 KOs anyway. So that's fine. But they really, really want you to have defense mythics now. So I guess hoard up those orbs for those mythic banners, huh? Okay, we got a Plumeria here at +3. And she's got also Fortress Defense and Res. Okay, +10 Vantage Brave Lysithea. Yeah, that's pretty good against Cav lines because she has effective against cavalry. Got a +10 Korin with Yato. +2 Naga. Unmerged Fiorm, and then we got Reginn. Alright, let's see what this guy tries. He's probably going to end up baiting successfully with Lysithea. But we're going to get a whole bunch of KOs here in the process. Alright, so there's one, and then we get the dance. Yeah, Reginn is really fast, too, and we were still able to double her. That's pretty sick. Yeah, but now Lysithea is in vantage range, so we're in a bit of trouble here. Man, that's crazy. She had a special attack ready, and she still could not get the one-shot on Sigurd. Yeah, that Sigurd is so tanky. Alright, but yeah, now at this point, we're pretty much done. There's no way for us to beat Lysithea. So I guess we can stop the replay there. But pretty good. We were still able to get a bunch of KOs. Okay, so on the final day, I had to take a full lift loss from whoever this guy is. Ekura, or... That's basically Kirin's name in Japanese, so the default name. Alright, but let's actually see what this guy did. Alright, so we got Altina at +10. Alright, we got a Reginn at... Okay, +10 Reginn. This guy is a whale. Yeah, oh boy. Okay, yeah. You tell me if I'm going to get a win against a unit like this. Fallen Ike is like one of the only units that can really just body my defense team, because, of course, the infantry school only makes this guy better and better. Yeah, man, I wish I had a Fallen Ike at +10. If only. Alright, we got +10 Plumeria, plus 10 Lucino with even pulse tie. Yeah, I mean, what's the point in even playing this replay? Pretty obvious how this is going to go down. But I guess we can watch my defense team get crushed here. Oh, hold on. Let me also put on the animations. Let's take a look at this Fallen Ike. I want to see the stat bonuses he's actually getting here. Yeah, look at those numbers. Jesus Christ, dude. Plus 58 attack and res. Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be a slaughter. Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys have probably fought Fallen Ikes before with your defense teams. Fallen Ike is just probably the best offensive sword, or yeah, he's probably the best offensive sword unit for Aether raids. I know a lot of people swear by Marita, but if we're just talking Aether raids specifically, where debuffs are so common in this mode, Fallen Ike has got to be number one. At least I think so. Yeah, we are so boned here. There is no chance at all. Oh my god, dude. With that new Unity skill as well, Attack and Res Unity, that we got from the new Micaiah, or I don't know why I said Micaiah. I guess I just have Teleus on the brain. But that new Altina, if you give Ike that skill, it's just a wrap. Because it's going to combo in with Chaos Ragnall. So ridiculous. Yeah, so, I mean, we can just stop here. It's pretty obvious what's going to happen. So, yeah, the only loss that I took, the only hard loss anyway, was to basically a super whale there. So, I can live with that. And it seems like I am going to manage to maintain top 3K, so I will get a gold throne this season. And we did manage to get the maximum points for defense loss, as well as rank, or not ranking, but tiering. So once again, I made it to tier 28. Not as eventful as you might think, because we're already pretty much guaranteed to get there with the offense lift score bonus they gave us. But it's still pretty nice to manage to make it. Really, the only takeaway is that your defense has to be as heartless as possible now. And pretty much like I said, just running with a Cavline team that can snipe the 6-unit offenses now is definitely going to be the way to go. At least that's what I think. If you're trying to run a team that has any openings anywhere, like rally traps or something like that, I think it's going to be way too easy to just rush in with someone like Reginn or Legendary Edelgard and just sweep 2 or 3 units and then sacrifice them. And then at that point, you're fighting like 3 against 5, so it's going to be pretty rough. So that pretty much just wraps up my defense showcase. And definitely let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section down below. How do you feel about Cavline's, the most annoying type of defense, getting even more powerful after this buff? I personally don't like it because I like the defense team diversity we had before. But they're really forcing our hand here. They just want us to use Cavline teams and summon for those defense mythics. So that's all for today. Thanks so much to you guys for watching the video and supporting the channel as always. I really appreciate it. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.